Hello, welcome to FM Tuition Center. This is the Samaritan teacher taking the Civic education class. We're answering the 2019 paper. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, one of our members posted that and asked to say how can one answer questions like this, essay questions. Okay, so for essay questions, the trick is if you want to get an extra mark, not really extra, if it like this one, if it's 2 marks then you get 3. No, I mean, where you definitely not say half a mark, you have to you have to explain. They ask you the duties of a citizen, maybe you explain who a citizen is, you can get a mark even if you get wrong this other side. Okay, so let's see. A citizen, that's the question. A citizen is a member of a state that enjoys all rights and privileges granted by it. So that is a citizen. They have already defined a citizen for us. He or she performs duties and obligations towards the state and other institutions within it. The citizen and the state have a mutual relationship. So question 1A, explain the mutual relationship between the state and the citizen. Well, a mutual relationship, something mutual is something which when done the other side, also the other side reciprocates or does something in response to that. So it's just like scratch my back as I scratch you. Okay, so a citizen is a member who enjoys all the rights and privileges granted by the state. He or she performs duties and obligations toward the state and other institutions within it. So a citizen has a mutual relationship with the state. What does this mean? The state guarantees a citizen liberty, rights, and freedoms, and in return, the state provides all those, and in return, a citizen is obligated to take part in civic and political processes of the state. Okay, so there's no way the state is protecting you, giving you all the rights, freedoms, and you don't take part in any civic responsibilities or political processes. Yeah. Okay. So B, state how the 1976 Zambian constitution showed that the country confers partial citizenship to its naturalized citizens. Okay, so let's understand a little bit what naturalization is. So naturalization may be complete or partial. When a foreigner obtains full rights and privileges of that of a natural citizen of his or her adopted state, and there is no discrimination of any sort, the naturalization is said to be complete. So if a foreigner has equal rights as the natural citizen, the one born and bred in that country, and parents from that country, if they have equal rights, it means naturalization is complete. Okay, so if they don't have equal rights, it's partial. So however, if there is a there's a differentiation in the enjoyment of rights and privileges between the natural and the naturalized citizens, then the naturalization is said to be partial. So I've explained, we've explained what partial naturalization is. So now answering the question to show how a country confers partial citizenship to its naturalized citizens. Okay, so now let's answer it. The clause in the 1976 Zambian constitution that prohibits a naturalized citizen whose parents are not natural citizens to stand for president of the country means that Zambia confers partial citizenship to its naturalized citizen. You see? Yeah. So that self-explains. Okay, we go to C. Mention 2 ways of improving good citizenship under administrative improvement. Okay, so 2 ways. I think I've mentioned a number of them there. So you can pick any two if you're answering that question. So restructuring of the political and social institutions to keep pace with the times and the wishes of citizens helps to improve attitudes. When citizens are assured of their fundamental rights and are consulted on constitutional reforms, they will feel a shared responsibility with the government of the day about the welfare of the country. So, 3. Short tenure of office for elected officers will lead to frequent elections that will bring about accountability in leaders. So, this is where people say, no, we want change, but when there is change, constant change, citizens usually have their spirits are raised. So you get to have good citizens. So broadening franchise to include a large section of the citizens and the law requiring compulsory voting for all eligible voters will lead to increased citizens' awareness of their rights and influence them to take more interest in public affairs. Okay, so if we are to make voting compulsory, I think most of the people will be responsible. They'll be good citizens. Okay, D. How to achieve spiritual and mental motivation to take part in public affairs. How can we achieve this? So, we have institutions like churches that serve as spiritual guides and counselors are to be involved in encouraging citizens to take part in public affairs, not where a church tells its members to say, no, don't take part in voting. Well, that's demoralizing citizens by their spiritual leaders. Okay, so um, how can we improve? How can we bring about mental motivation? The government can give its citizen motivation by uh, being free and fair, especially in elections and accountability. So this gives the motivation to say their say counts. So if citizens say no, we don't want this, that, and the government listens, it motivates them to say, oh, our government listens. Okay, so E, we mention civic responsibilities of a citizen. I mean, there are a lot of civic responsibilities like obeying the law, paying taxes is a responsibility, respecting the rights of others, responsibility, being concerned about public issues, participating in civic activities such as voting. It's also a civic responsibility. Okay, guys, that's all. That's all we had for you. Take care, guys. So, any questions, please ask. You can comment, or those who are in our group, just comment in our groups. Thank you.